welcome back to another episode of Twilight Brigade. Last time, our adventuring party was tasked with just trying to hunt down any rogue or wandering cult parties, werewolf parties, and that led them to the city of Achyth, which is on the screen here. The city of Achyth is a fairly large city compared to most of the others, and has these giant walls surrounding it, lots of 2-3-story buildings. And the party went to what they were told was kind of the leader of the city, a wizard named Lal. Upon meeting Lal, they found out that he basically was an insane wizard who was obsessed with trying to get to the underworld plane known as Darsal. They managed to call up Kelemvor, the god of the dead, again. Apparently you guys have a direct line to him now. Convinced Kelemvor to assist Lal, whatever that means. And then they took off looking for the next person in that they were told was kind of had some power or authority in the city. A dwarf named Bara. As they were leaving, Lal's kind of watchman, assistant, a gargoyle imp named Greg, decided to join them. And so now they've got this gargoyle imp that's tagging along. And I believe that's where we left off. Did I miss anything? It's been a while.
We went to talk to somebody who had a very questionable sounding name, but...
I think we're on our way to talk to Mara. And then there was Elwingon, is also a person of note.
Yep.
I took notes last time.
Wow. Good for you.
It's been a while since I did that.
What's her face? Anduda.
Wow. You all did take notes. Okay. Well, since it's been a little bit, Bara, one of the names that you've heard as kind of a protector of the city. Kundwa is a wise woman and herbalist in the city.
Be careful how you pronounce that.
Faye Kundwa, but F-A-Y.
So, Bara.
All right, you're heading that way. It doesn't take you very long to find the homestead of Bara. As you're traveling, you do end up walking into an area of the city that is under construction. It appears that they're working on fixing up some of the wall. Just general big city repairs. The streets torn up in a few places.
My goodness, have the werewolves really done a number on this place?
There's a big old sign that says, coming soon, Tavern 6.
Oh,
wow, the
almost got
Tavern
me there.
6 has made it all the way to Fadir.
Eventually, you wind your way to a
We'll leave the light cantrip on for you. Okay, I'm done.
I'm sighing. I'm not breaking yet. I
wasn't trying
refuse.
to.
I refuse.
I had to get that out.
I'm not gonna break this episode. Not going to.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, I should not have said that. I realized it as it was coming out that
Nothing's happened in this episode, I'll just say that right now.
Alright. Bara.
Alright. It doesn't take you long to find your way to the residence of Bara, or at least the guild hall that she frequents. Large, kind of similar structure to what you saw when you went north to the fighting pits of Rhys Gilderoos, kind of a Viking longhouse kind of style. It stands out quite a bit compared to the rest of the architecture here in the city. And there's a fenced off area with some large hedges, and you can hear something making noise beyond that, but it's blocked by the foliage. You can't see it. A few people kind of moving around outside, some going in, but not the most heavily frequented place in the city right now. So, do you go in, or what do you do?
I am going in.
I will follow.
Walking into the longhouse, it's very well lit with chandeliers, tons of candles that light up the room, wooden floors, long table in the middle. There's a little sand pit kind of thing to your left that looks like a little sparring ring, and then there's a bar to your right. And the chandeliers, Ridire and Oliver, you clearly see these are various skulls of different large creatures. There's a few people at the table having drinks. There's your standard fare, humans, a halfling or halfling, couple of elves, and behind the bar is a female dwarf, middle-aged.
I guess.
Hello!
Are you talking to the barkeep?
I guess so.
Or are you shouting hello?
Or did you just shout hello to the room?
Oh, no, Ridire just walked in the door and went, hello!
That's even better. I like that. As the cloak billows.
I think it's very in character.
Yeah.
That is.
Absolutely. There you see a couple of the people at the bar or at the table jump at the sound. One of the halflings readies a short sword out of instinct. The person at the bar says, "Hello. That's quite an entrance you made."
I look at the I look at in the halfling's direction. Calm yourself, boyo, before you hurt yourself.
Responds with, I don't think you'll be doing much damage to me, but...
Right, because I'm not going to be fighting you, so just put the sword away. We're going to talk to someone else.
Tal'Dama, play nice, and I'll walk over to the bar.
Sheathes the sword and goes back to his conversation with his friends. And, what can I get for you?
Well, I was told this was the place to find, Bara. We're kind of trying to talk to everyone that's taken charge or taken steps to defend the city, just to make sure everything is doing okay.
Well, you've come to the right place. I've defended the city for, many, many years.
Oh, so you're the Bara.
One and the same. You've heard of me.
Yes, it seems like people are quite grateful for your assistance, and you're quite respected.
I mean, you saved the city a few times, and the praise is natural. So what do you need?
Well, we've just been traveling around, checking on some of the areas that this werewolf cult might have been, sticking their fingers where they don't belong. So we've been traveling around trying to make sure everything's under control before we can address, larger issues, so.
You're a little late to the party here.
That seems to be what I've been hearing, so that's good news.
Hey, it's one more set of werewolves we don't have to fight.
The fewer the better. Yeah, they,
Agree on.
tried to come into the city. Made a little bit too much noise. We started getting a little suspicious and found them out and took care of them.
Their little split-off groups don't seem to be the best at keeping things covert. The other group we had found was very obviously taking out high-ranking members in accidents, and it's like You don't think that the coincidence would be really obvious, like after a few of them?
I mean, in playing devil's advocate, it wasn't obvious to the people there, but that's because they have a whole other governmental issue.
That's true. They're not the smartest people.
So, that's why they tried to sneak into the house at night,
Probably.
Did they sneak into your house?
They tried.
I certainly feel that they probably regretted that.
Yeah, they snuck into Hootie's pen.
I have to know.
Hootie?
So, who's Hootie?
You haven't heard?
I have not heard. We've only been in
No,
town just
we've not
today,
heard
so
of
I'm
Hootie.
excited to find out, though.
You have heard of Bara, but you don't know of Bara and Hootie.
No.
The only Hootie I know of is Hootie and the Blowfish.
I knew you were gonna go there.
I was waiting to see how long it took. Hootie is my traveling companion. Been with me for 7, 8 years at this point. We took down, a giant worm that was, starting to get a little too close to the town. Nobody's heard of this?
Have I heard of this?
Roll.
Can I roll a
Can I
history
roll a
check?
Yeah,
history? I
roll
feel
a
like
history
I have
check.
heard someone mention that.
No.
Come on,
Just a second.
Ridire.
Just a second.
Can Ridire get advanced? He's so old.
We're all really bad at history, aren't we?
Well, I feel like a 10 isn't that bad.
I have a +0 to history. Thank you very
That's what I'm
much.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm the highest, and I have a +1 to history.
This is amazing. I have not seen rolls like this in months from you all. I love it.
Apparently, we're just not as smart.
Yeah, listen, you throw mind flares at us, we're done.
We're not an educated group.
That's true. We're not, educated.
Street
We're
smart, not
Yeah. Learn through experience rather than,
Hi.
Oh man, that's amazing. I love it. All right. This story is probably pretty localized to the area around Achyth and has not made its way to areas that you frequent. So,
Yes, I feel like I heard someone mention it earlier today when they told us your name, but unfortunately I hadn't heard of it before.
well, I guess you're just gonna have to meet Hootie. Come on back. I mean,
Would love to, yeah, let's do it.
and she hops off the little step stool that leads to the bar and makes her way. Again, this is a middle-aged dwarf, graying long hair in a neat ponytail. Stocky, very strong, even as she's getting older, and walks with a 20 feet of confidence in a 4-foot tall body, and marches over to the back door, and opens it up, and you can see a fenced off area right off of a deck. There in the field, little, kind of like a zoo enclosure, is a massive grayish black owlbear.
Oh,
That's-
he's precious.
Hootie?
He's just precious.
Wait, what is Hootie?
Hootie is just one of the greatest things that exists in the world. It's an owl bear, and they're so cute.
Wait, oh my goodness, I'm just, so like a bear's head on an owl's body?
No, the reverse.
An owl's head on a bear's body?
Yeah.
Oh, can we make it so I can pull one of them from the bag?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh,
I wish that was a thing.
Roll a D100.
42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
I kind of want to make that a thing. I have ultimate power, and this is going to come back to bite me so bad. It's a thing.
Yay! I don't know what number it's going to be, but
That the highest number.
so instead of a giant elk, it will be an owl bear.
Yeah.
That's a good trade-off.
Kinda trash,
Yeah.
You're gonna roll it the first time you try.
We love owl bears though in this group. How can we not get them in here somehow?
I know.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
So, oh,
So this is Hootie. Hootie comes bounding over when she says his name.
This is an impressive feat. Not everybody
Hootie.
can learn to make friends with one of these.
Raised him from a little
They're called cubs.
cub.
Actually, I think they're called cublings.
I was gonna say, it has to be part owling in there, so what is coupling?
I think
Sounds
it's
right.
a coupling. Yeah.
Yeah. Raised him from a little coupling myself. Protected him until he was able to protect me, and now we help each other out.
well, that's the most beautiful thing I can imagine.
So much.
Would you,
Robert,
Hmm?
look at this owl bear. It's beautiful. Or can I see it? But I assume so.
would you like to pet him?
Would I?
Mm, 5 gold a piece.
Think done.
I reach into my purse and I pull out 5 coins without looking at them. So I'm gonna say 5 platinum probably comes out because I'm so excited.
That's that's a little excited about this one.
Oh wait, I don't have any platinum left. Gold is the biggest thing I've got.
5 gold and just. All right, well, come over here, and she grabs a fish and from a little cooler next to the fenced area, a little hole in the fence that goes and kind of distracts Hootie while you all are able to reach in and give Hootie a nice big pet.
Such a good boy.
Are those fur or feathers?
It's both.
Yes.
Whoa. This has been a treat. I gotta say it.
Oh, those werewolves didn't know what they were getting into today.
Ser Ridire, you're so excited.
I love owl bears. I've never been able to see one in person. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm glad that you got your chance to do so.
Me too.
I've never seen you this happy, and it brings a tear to my eyes. Wipe the tear away.
So, any other questions? Anything I can help you with? I mean, fellow owlbear enthusiast, I'm happy to, help out however I can.
I mean, I think you've helped out enough, taking out some of these idiot cultists. So, that's you're keeping this northern area safe. I think you're doing great. That's a great service. Everything that's going on. So, yeah.
So,
We have any more information we need?
If you'd happen to know of any other movements, not necessarily in the town, but if you'd heard anything about them moving elsewhere, be good information to know.
No, unfortunately, the first one we encountered was, taken care of by Hootie, and once we realized that there was one amongst us, we started to, find ways to reveal any others, and once we did, we just took care of them pretty quickly.
well, good. That's one less town we're gonna have to worry about up here.
Was there anyone that was bitten and afflicted?
Oh, that's a good question.
So far, not that we've seen. We're still taking precautions for that, so.
Okay, excellent.
I do have to ask, besides Lal, who else is in charge in this place?
We don't really have any centralized leadership. Lal's kind of the figurehead that people think is running everything. If you've met him, I'm assuming.
Yes.
As I see Greg is kind of in the corner, staring at a wall.
He's on my shoulder.
Oh, is he?
Greg rides on my shoulder now.
Okay, that's right. And he just pops up. Hi, I'm Greg. Yes, Greg, we've met many times. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Lol is going to be taking a little bit of a vacation of sorts, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little complicated, but
they introduced him to the god of death.
Oh,
that
Greg.
puts it. He means literally.
Literally, he showed up
He showed
and
up.
took Lal exactly where he's been trying to go.
Okay.
Assumedly, he will be coming back. I don't know if he'll be like. I mean, he was already not in a great mental state, but it could be either better or worse.
He was a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Yeah, that kind of made him the perfect leader. Just
Well,
made a
he could-
proclamation. He made some noise up in his tower. Everybody knew he was there.
I mean, you can easily just like have someone go up there and make some noise every now and again. No
you
one
can
needs to
pretend.
know if things work fine without him directly controlling things. It's not that big of a difference, really.
Yeah, I mean, between myself and Faye, we tend to handle most of the, day-to-day stuff. It was just nice to have a figurehead that we didn't have to, have anybody directly bothering us about things.
I mean, he wasn't
But-
really letting people in before, so you could just like have people
No,
go
that's
there.
that's
It's
true.
like, he's not
No,
meeting with
we'll-
anyone right now.
We'll be able to keep it up. It shouldn't change too much.
I once heard
Oh.
of like, this story where near the end, like they were trying to reach a person, and then like there was like this great idea of a person, but the person was actually just a man behind the curtain, and it was just like he was just a normal man. Maybe you could do something like that.
Yeah, that might work. Interesting.
Wow, the great and powerful. I walk outside for a second and I shout to no one in particular, would you mind keeping it down? We're trying to have a conversation here. And I walk back inside.
I'm assuming the construction is coming through loud and clear.
It's actually not that bad. I just hear a thump every now and again.
It says, well, I'm assuming you know how to weaken them and, weaken the werewolves and, draw them out when they're in human form, so.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
this is
we have-
news.
Yeah,
We've just been fighting them at full strength.
we have some spells that have been able to do it, but is there another way that works?
You're telling me you're hunting werewolves. I'm assuming you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, they're always basically in werewolf form when we encounter them, though. So, for the most part.
To be fair, I do.
Yeah.
I do have this book, and it goes over it briefly, but if you have something very specific that you could just mention.
They're really, really dumb, and they've let us like infiltrate them like 3 times, and so they didn't hide from us. So
We've gotten the
It's-
drop on them.
yeah,
most
we've
of
gotten
the
the drop
time.
on them most of the time. But if there's a technique to suss them out, we definitely want to know.
How did you infiltrate them?
You're gonna love this. We told them we were there to cook for the boss, and they believed it.
It's true.
How have they taken over so much land?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Brute force, most likely.
Yeah, probably.
Not
Numbers.
exactly strategists.
You cooked for them. Did you use wolfsbane?
No, we just poisoned them and then
I
killed them. Yeah.
Wolfsbane, if they ingest it, causes them to basically poisons them, causes lots of internal damage. You haven't been
Read
using this
something
at
about
all.
that.
No, this is.
We haven't,
This
other
is.
than that particular time where we didn't have this book, we haven't really come across it as like a more diplomatic, sneaky approach to it. But
Yeah, I guess most of our other encounters, it was pretty much straight to swords drawn. There wasn't a lot of opportunity to try and do that kind of stuff. So.
I mean, we started creating an oil with it to coat our blades.
Well, we're definitely going to be doing this then.
This would
is
be
great.
very,
We need
very
to-
useful.
We need to
information
tell them
know.
at the capital
Oh,
because that can help
sounds
supplement the silver weapons.
Yeah, silver's hard to come by. Wolfsbane grows in the south.
Oh,
Oh boy.
That
Okay.
explains why they haven't been able to invade the south very well.
that explains everything. So we just need to get it to grow up here.
Go talk to Faye, please. How are you all still alive?
Because
Like I said earlier,
I'm
brute
because we're
force.
awesome.
Honestly,
brute force, powerful.
we've pretty much just badassed our way through this whole thing.
That I respect. That I respect. Please go talk to Faye.
Yeah, absolutely.
You look for the giant 2-story house covered
sure.
in
Where's
vines. You know, south end of town, giant house covered in vines and greenery. There's a greenhouse in the back. Just, yeah.
Will do. Thank you very much. And we'll
Cool.
go.
In life, may you always roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. And have a good night.
Bye!